For the final time in 2024, welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. This is the show that gives you everything you need to know before the big game kicks off. Today might just be the biggest occasion of the season at Pride Park Stadium. For the final fixture of the year, Leeds United are the visitors. It isn't long since we saw them last. The return fixture at Ellen Road was just 3 weeks ago. Joe Rodon and Max Wober scored in the final 6 minutes of the first half as Leeds recorded a 2-0 victory to go back to the top of the Championship. That's where they were on Boxing Day night too, following their 2-0 win at Stoke. Joel Piroux scoring twice there. And while Leeds have been nearly invincible at home, they haven't been quite so imposing on the road. They have dropped points in 6 of their past 8 away games. Derby are looking to end the year with a hat-trick of wins at Pride Park, having beaten Portsmouth and West Brom already this December. The Boxing Day win over the Baggies took the Rams 8 points clear of the relegation zone. Paul Warne will still be without Erin Cashin, David Ozo and Ryan Nyambe today, while we're waiting to see whether Ben Osborne or Liam Thompson will be fit for the game. And while Leeds were celebrating promotion to the Premier League on their last visit to Pride Park 4.5 years ago, Derby haven't beaten Leeds here since 2016. Yeah, Johnny Russell loved a goal and the performance against this slot. Well, Nathaniel Mendez-Laing has scored some big goals for Derby in 2024. He's not long arrived at Pride Park for today's game. He's hoping he can continue his happy Christmas.
Yeah, it's been lovely. Nice time with the family. Obviously, the gaffer gave us the day off, which was really nice, and thankfully we repaid him with a victory on Boxing Day.
Yeah, how much do you all appreciate having the day to spend with the family?
Yeah, it's massive. Obviously, we would understand if it wasn't the case as well, but look, it's very generous of the gaffer to do that, but he's got to be able to trust us. We always have to post a video in the group doing some sort of run or bike or whatever it is that you do. And yeah, look, thankfully we did repay him with the victory.
I was going to ask about the videos. Did anybody really steal the show this year?
No, it wasn't like last year this time. Jerry obviously had his Jamaica shirt on. No, other than that, it was just runs. Collar was with his little man running out on the road. That was about it, really. Just normal running videos.
And as you say, you repaid him with that victory on Boxing Day in front of a packed house at Pride Park. How much did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, I thought we played really well. We stuck to the game plan. We had good shape. We countered well. We played when we could. I just think it was an all-round good performance and enjoyable one.
Another big challenge today, Leeds United in town. What are you expecting from this one?
Yeah, look, they're a great team, aren't they? In my opinion, one of the very best in the league. Yeah, it's going to be tough. See, we not long came from their place, which we know wasn't up to standards for the standards that we set. So we'll be looking to be a lot better today.
Obviously, it's the final game of the year. It's been a special year for the club and for you and the part you played. How do you look back on it?
Yeah, I was doing some reflecting on that this morning. What a year at Pride Park it's been for all of us involved. It's been a great year, and I would love to see it out with another victory.
Thanks. There is Nathaniel Mendez-Laing. Well, it's a full round of fixtures in the Championship today. Let's check on what's happening elsewhere. 6 teams have already signed off for 2024. Norwich and Queen's Park Rangers sharing the points at Carrow Road. Preston beat Sheffield Wednesday at Deepdale, and West Brom held Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. 7 more games at 3. They are underway, including Sunderland's visit to Stoke, who sacked head coach Narcis Pelak on Friday after just 3 months in charge. The pressure's really on Wayne Rooney, who takes bottom of the table Plymouth to Oxford. Away games for the rest of the bottom 4 to Hull at Blackburn, Portsmouth at Bristol City and Cardiff at Watford. Though Cardiff have already taken the lead in that one at Vicarage Road. Well, here at Pride Park Stadium, it is Derby County against Leeds United. Both teams coming off the back of wins on Boxing Day. Jerry Yates got the Rams going against West Brom.
Yeah, very delighted. Nice Christmas present for the boys, yeah.
Talk to me about the performance and the way that you all dug in late on.
Yeah, I thought the first half was very good. Created a lot of chances. Obviously, they changed the structure a little bit second half, and we had to dig deep and do a lot of fighting. And I think we matched them for that, so it was a good performance overall.
Obviously, only 6 days ago you had the Luton game, and I'm sure there will have been some in Pride Park sort of having flashbacks. Did what happened there enter your minds at all on the field?
Not necessarily. We obviously come out of that game weirdly with a lot of confidence up until the last 5 minutes of the Luton game when Paul was excellent. So listen, we've got to obviously get past that. We took a lot of confidence from that game and we took it into this game clearly, and we stuck together and got the 3 points in the end.
Yeah, today's a great way to put it to bed. Tell me about your goal. You only seem to score good ones, and that's right up there.
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't too bad. Obviously, lovely pass from Kenzo. A lot of disguise on it, and literally just working on it all week, getting it out my feet in the box and striking in between legs, and thankfully it went in.
Talk to me about Kenzo Houtmine and his performance today, because for that first half an hour, probably the best we've seen him in a Derby shirt. Is that how it feels out there with him?
Yeah, he's obviously a very talented player, and we're very lucky to have him. When he's on it, I'm making any team tick, so like I say, we'll stay on him in training, and I'm sure he'll might put a lot more performance in like that. Yeah.
Only a couple of days until you're back here to face Leeds. How do you approach that one?
I'm sure he'll tell us that tomorrow, the gaffer. But yeah, we'll be in obviously tomorrow morning for a little bit of recovery, and obviously there'll be a lot of meetings going off over the next couple of days with regards to playing against Leeds. Obviously we know they're a talented group and played them not so long ago, so obviously we need to go out there and put on a performance like that, I'm sure, and I'm sure we'll shock them.
Halfway through the season now, this was the midway point of the campaign. Do you sort of step back and consider how you feel about the first half of the season?
I think as a group we want to look forward. Obviously we've improved a lot throughout the first half of the season, and so we should. I think we take a lot of confidence from the last few games. I think we're very much improved, and I think if we're a lot more brave and a lot more confident, we'll put most teams to bed, and I think looking forward to the next second half of the season, I think we should be pushing out there. So yeah,
30,000 plus here today. Be similar against Leeds in a few days' time. This is what it's all about, right?
Yeah, of course. They're singing everyone's name throughout the game, and it's massive. It gives a lot of players confidence. 31,000. It's a bit surreal, really, when you're younger, you dream of stuff like that. So yeah, it was like a 12th man for us today. Yeah, it was perfect.
That's Derby striker Jerry Yates. Well, here's the Championship table, correct ahead of the 3 o'clock games getting underway. Sheffield United's slip-up means Leeds could go 2 points clear at the top later. Burnley could now also finish the day in the top 2 with a victory. Derby are 3 points out of the top half and 8 clear of the relegation zone as it stands. As we mentioned earlier, the bottom 4 all away from home this afternoon. Yeah, so as it stands, there's still a chance that Derby could finish the day and the year in the top half of the Championship table. Well, Paul Warne, the head coach, warned us ahead of the festive fixtures that he might have to freshen his side up for these games, and he's reiterated that warning ahead of today's action.
Yeah, I'm going to need everybody. Like T's been desperate to get in for weeks, as he should be, by the way. He's a professional footballer, but he's had some really good performances ahead of him, and he's found it difficult to get in. Unfortunately, he was out for a long period of time after he got in the team, and Tomo and Ozzy are biting at the bit to get back in as well. So, and it's going to take everyone. Like the other day I put Colo on, today I put Dej on. The other day I started with Sonny, didn't have Foz, then I put Foz on today and then move him around. So it's just about trying to, and it's a constant thing. Like with hindsight, it's great, but for me, I'm constantly trying to balance the freshness of the team and trying to get the best 11 out, and then also think, look, there's another game in 2.5 days' time. I need to win this one, but I also don't want to take 11 people with only one leg in 2.5 days' time. So it's a constant thing. So it is going to take everyone, and I've just apologised to the subs in there that I didn't put on, because I really want to put Tom and Corey on today, but it's not a charity, it's about winning.
I know we're in the immediate aftermath of the game, so maybe not the best time to ask, but we are at the halfway mark of the season now.
Okay.
How do you sum up this opening half of the Championship campaign for you?
I'm really pleased with how well we've performed. I'm not as ecstatic with the points return, because I still think we're more handsome than that. But as a return to the champ has been, and how many people follow us home and away and are behind the team, I think, everyone can see how hard the lads work. They absolutely gas out. So, and there hasn't been many games where I've left and I thought, do you know what, we've been tucked up today, or we've been embarrassed today, or look, that team is so much better than us. I can count that on one hand, really. So I think we could be more handsome. That's probably the best. I mean, it's hard to believe. I think I could be more handsome, but the team, I think we could have more points. And the lads always feel it when we don't pick up 3, when we perform at a level. And I thought today, in times, we performed at a level and we defended at a level that we needed to get 3 points. So, yeah, I think as the season goes, we're pleased where we're at, but we're just insatiable for winning football games. That's all we want to do. So we're just disappointed we haven't picked up more 3s.
You're back at Pride Park to face Leeds in your final game of the year in a couple of days' time. I'm interested in how you feel about the way you've sort of responded to losing at Leeds, because you've had a really good couple of weeks performance-wise, certainly.
Yeah, and I still think prior to us conceding from a set piece, we were right at Leeds. And loads of teams have gone there and got a good crack. So I didn't actually mind the performance. So, yeah, you're right. Since that, we had Burnley, we had Portsmouth, and then Luton, which in fairness we should have got another 3 points. So in fairness, if you look at it like that, in the last 4 games we should have 10, but we've got 7, so I'm not complaining. But I think the lads, but when we came away from Leeds, in the dressing room and in the training ground and all that, we weren't like, we don't go so low after a defeat or so high after a win. Like, with the lads weren't dancing the jig when we beat Pompey 4-0. So yeah, the lads have bounced back from that Leeds, but in fairness, that is my own fault. I brought the pressure onto the group by being a bit loose. So not from the performance, it's mainly down to me. So I need to be a better manager myself.
How confident are you feeling at home at the moment?
Yeah, well, I'm feeling confident every game. I know it's hard to believe, because my kids always tell me how grumpy my face looks on the side of the pitch, but every game we go into, we try, and you ask the lads, we always try, and I always tell them that I think they're better than every team. I always try and send them out to win a game. We do a lot of out of possession stuff, and the lads have to work really hard. Like the wingers, how they work hard here isn't how other wingers at other clubs are asked to play. So so I feel like we're a good side at home, but I feel like we're a good side away. I didn't feel embarrassed at Sunderland. I didn't feel embarrassed at Sheffield. I just think it's a really good group, but I do understand how, sometimes away from home, like, fans can get you a foul, or so I do understand the intricacies of it. But yeah, really confident at home, and it's a big, it's a big scalp for us to win today, but it isn't a surprise. I'm not leaving here going, wow, I didn't see that. I always saw that. I really fancied us today, and especially the way we started, Kane down this right side was causing mayhem. The lads passed the ball really well. I thought Kenzo was really influential, although it would be fair to say he blew up. But there's some really good performances. So, yeah, I leave here pleased, but every game we come to, whoever it is, we fancy our chances, and that is the same home all the way.
And that's Paul Warne, and this has been The Build-Up. Do join us if you can for Derby County against Leeds United, the final game of 2024 here at Pride Park Stadium. You can watch it on RamsTV if you're in an unsold overseas market. Details of exactly where that is and how to get your game pass are on the website now. dcfc.co.uk is the place to go for that. 5:45 kickoff, 5:15 the show gets underway. I'll see you for Matchday Live. Until then, goodbye.